Spartans, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking your guys' chart requests from over here inside of the Discord. If you guys have chart requests throughout the week, just make sure you drop them right here in the chart request thread. We're answering those on social media, and we're also answering them here on these live streams. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're live every day here, Monday through Friday, unless told otherwise, which brings me to my next announcement really quick. I will not be live tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. My wife and I are once again traveling. We got a lot of stuff going on in life right now, and we will be traveling tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday. So when you don't see me live, okay, don't say I didn't tell you. Hope you guys are having a great day. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, Marlog? Hugh, welcome to the YouTube Spartan Army, baby. We're back with another video here. Today we're clocking in where we left off yesterday. I believe we left off, let's see where we left off here. We left off right here at T-Mobile. So we're starting today with Oracle, ORCL. Real quick, I just want to talk about Ethereum first. Ethereum's still looking very good, guys. So as long as your name is holding a green dot on the weekly chart, you have nothing to worry about, right? We can rest assured that we can trust in the data, right? Trust the data in telling us that, hey, we are in an uptrend. Until the dot flips to red, okay, we are in a bull run. Okay, we are in a bull market. If this flips to red, guess what? Okay, we're in a bear market. But as soon as it's back to green, we have to assume that we are going up. Okay, we're not going to go off what we think or what we see on Twitter or what we see on the news. We go off the indicator here, and you could see since all the way back here in 2022, it's been a great time to buy Ethereum when this wave is down here. Not just Ethereum, but altcoins in general, okay? Because when Ethereum goes up, when Ethereum's going up like this, all the altcoins are going up. And again, I'm all the way back here in July of 2022, and you can see right there at $1,000, we got a signal on Ethereum. It popped all the way up to 2,000 for a 100% move, came back, gave you some more signals right here at 1,000, popped up. So again, these moves take time to play out, guys. This is not day trading, right? This is a 1 to 6 month swing trade signal, okay? And we're not selling until we get the red dot, okay? So again, you got the green dot back here in April of last year, 2025, okay? And we got that at $1,500. It went all the way up to 5,000, okay? So again, as long as the dot is green, don't listen to what they're saying. We are fully bullish. If you guys are using our strategy, if you're using our indicators, there is nothing to worry about. So if you guys are new to the channel, I do have a free trading course that goes over all of our indicators here, okay? The green dots, the red dots, the EMAs, the Fibonacci tool, everything that I'm going to talk about here today. These streams are a little more advanced for advanced people, for our members, because again, I'm taking their chart requests. But if you guys want to learn more about our strategy and our approach to the market, come on over here to the trading course. It's completely free. There's like 11 videos over there that will literally teach you everything that I'm talking about from top to bottom. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start off here. Back from these chart requests here, we left off yesterday at Oracle. So Duffy's requesting Oracle, that's the stock. So Oracle, okay, is a very big stock here. Okay, we got two signals on this one in March and one here in April. One came at 140, the other one came at like 150. It's pulled back a little bit this week, but again, as long as the dot is green, folks, we don't have anything to worry about, okay? We broke out over our EMAs, we're pulling back. I actually really like this one at 160. So once you get the signal from the weekly, okay, you don't have to look at the weekly anymore. Obviously, you have to watch for a red dot, because if we get a red dot, then we can either short it or be stopped out. But as long as the dot is green, you can be in here on the daily chart looking for a pullback like this and an opportunity to buy. So what I'd be watching for Oracle either tomorrow or for next week is a green dot here on the daily. Okay, I think that one's going to bounce right here around 160. I still really like it above this low from right there at 133. That's just the previous low where we got back here in March. So again, if you entered on this signal back here in April, okay, you're still in profit. You're still up on your position. If you entered on this one, you're still up on your position. If you entered on this one, you might be down a little bit, but again, we're just kind of consolidating here, looking for this breakout, looking for this move higher. So again, we're not selling until this blue wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot like it did right there at 260 and like it did right here at 320. Okay, so we have a long way to go, right? Again, we got the signal back here in April of last year, and it went from April, the low from April, all the way up here to September. So that was a 6-month buy and hold. If you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, all of our trades that we take here are for 1 to 6 months out. So in order to sell, we need to wait for a sell signal. Okay, and we have no sell signal on Oracle. So I'd be a holder, and I'd be looking to average down or enter this position if I was late. I do have a position on Oracle, so I think my average cost is literally like 160 because I bought it back here at I think I bought it at 180, then I bought more down here at 140. So if I'm buying at 180, buying at 140, say I'm buying 100 shares here and I'm buying 100 shares down here, my average cost is 160. Okay, because I bought at 180, bought at 140. It's 160 now. So that's called dollar cost averaging. So I'm just holding this one myself, and I'm just waiting for a sell signal. Our target is normally up here in the red zone of the Fibonacci. If you guys do not know what the Fibonacci tool is, this red zone is our target zone. So where we look to sell, and this is all in the trading course, all in our trading rules. We have a very specific set of trading rules over here in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. There's a link in my description of this video, and you guys can check these out. But again, you can come down here to the trading rules. All of our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. We have 2 buying strategies and 2 selling strategies that we go over here in the trading course. And if you guys do not have the indicators we're talking about in today's video, you guys can download those right here inside the trading indicator tab by clicking on that link. If you have any questions or need support, my email is right there inside of the thread, or you can hit me up in the Discord as well. The Discord's just a place where we hang out, where when I'm not live, we can still stay connected, because I'm not going to go live for 24 hours a day. So yeah, I normally jump on here every day and just take your guys' questions, take your chart requests. I'm always on in the Discord. I'm always active over there. So if you guys need anything, we have a great team over there, great set of admin, great set of members. So that's the place to be. But I like Oracle a lot. Where I'd look to buy this one, if you were looking to buy, is the next daily dot. Okay, as long as this dot holds green on the weekly. As long as it holds on the weekly, that means we're going up on the macro. Then we can zoom in here to the daily and the 4 hour and look for places and spots to either average into our position or start position. So I still really like Oracle here. I think it looks really good. What else we got? I see some here. A question here for Johnny says, what do you think about XRP backtesting long-term resistance on the monthly back from 2018? I like XRP where it sits right now. I do like it right here at 140. Okay, I know everybody was excited about it up here at $370. Again, that's just part of the market cycle. So again, market cycle knowledge is something very important to understand. Normally when we're way up off of our average, right? The average is just another word for mean. The mean, the average that we like to pay attention to here on our channel is that blue line. So the blue line is the 4-year moving average. Okay, that's the 4-year moving average. So on this, right, when we look at the mean, our goal as an investor is to buy at a fair price. How do we know we're buying at a fair price? We buy at the average. If you're buying it at the average price, you're buying it at a fair price. If you're buying it at below the average, you're buying it at a discounted price. If you're buying it above the average, okay, you're buying it at a premium. So back in, what was that, August or September, back here in July, okay, we were trading at a premium. You guys see that separation off the blue line? That means things were expensive. Again, this is normally when people are excited in the markets. This is not when people are quitting or posting on Twitter that they're giving up and they sold all their crypto and they're just going to go buy some Pokemon cards. Okay, that's normally down here. Okay, up here, everyone's bullish. Everyone's telling you, hey, yippee-ki-yay, right? They're singing kumbaya around the fire. Things are awesome. Things are great, right? We're going up and away. Every day we're green. Every day we're green, right? And then this happens, right? We pull back from July all the way here to April or May, okay? And now no one's having a good time. So we want to buy when no one's having a good time. I know it sucks, but it's part of the market cycle, guys. We don't want to buy when people are excited. When people are excited, that's a red flag. And we have indicators to tell us when people are excited. You show me the chart, I will show you the news. I will tell you what the news is. Up here, this is when people are screaming and having a good time. Down here, people are just, they're off their rocker, right? They're not having a good time. Things are not fun because we've gone down for 9 months in a row, okay? It just, I don't know if it frustrates me or what it is, but it's crazy to see how many quote-unquote crypto influencers right now are bearish, right? I mean, all the people who are telling you to sell right now are the people that were telling you to buy XRP up here at 360. I mean, this thing has pulled back. It pulled back 70% from the top. Okay, so if you bought up here, you're down 70% on your position. If you put in 10,000 here, you're down to $3,000. That's not good. Now you have to wait till it goes back up. So again, that's why we never buy when this wave is up here. And again, it's hard not to buy up here, just like it's hard to buy down here. Because up here, everyone's excited. You want to be part of the hype. You want to be part of the fun. You want to get in there and have a good time, right? But again, if we're thinking from a logical perspective and using the data, we should be selling up here. Again, our sell strategy is to sell the red dot up here. So that would have got you out at 250. You had another one right up here at 320. And then you had one right here in July at around 340. So again, I wish the market was exciting all the time, guys. I wish we could just go up and to the right. We'd all be rich as can be. We'd have all the money in the world to do whatever we want, to help as many people as we want and buy all the things. But it's not how the market works. There's market cycles. Markets go up, markets go down. Markets go up, markets go down. And as investors, we want to be making sure that we're the people that are buying when markets are down. We don't want to buy when everyone's excited and telling you how great they are, and right? It's just it's a hard thing to do sometimes, to go against the grain, right? To go against the herd. But in the markets, that's how you win. You want to buy when everyone else is fearful, when everyone else is not having a good time, when everybody else is just not sure. So XRP is sitting right at that 4-year average. So it's at the average price over 4 years. Okay, we called out XRP back here. Again, our strategy is to buy when this wave is down here below the white line, and we just buy and we just hold. 95% of our strategy is waiting, right? We're either waiting for a green dot or we're waiting for the red dot. It's not an exciting thing, guys. This is not an exciting strategy. Sometimes it is. Like when the markets go like this, then it's really exciting, right? But the majority of the time, it's not. So if you're looking for something exciting, go to the casino, right? Go put it on red or black or blackjack, right? We're trying to build long-term wealth here. We're building assets, right? We're buying assets, companies, crypto projects that we believe are going to go up over time. Our goal here, our overall goal at Overkill Trading, is to buy good quality assets. What I mean by that is we want to buy good companies. We're not buying penny stocks here. Okay, we want to buy good companies, Microsoft, right? Google, right? All the companies that actually have utility. And we want to buy good crypto projects. We're not buying meme coins or fart coins or butt coins. Okay, we're buying good quality assets like Ethereum, like Chainlink, like Algorand, like Sui, like ARB, like Plume, like ENA, like INJ, like names with actual utility that are actually being utilized and adopted. Not these gambling coins that everybody's throwing their money at today. We want to buy good quality assets at a great price. Good assets at a great price, okay? This is not a great price up here, okay? It wasn't a great price when everyone was telling you to buy it. Now that everyone's telling you to sell and run away, I think we're at a good price, okay? I think we're at a fair price. Okay, the last time we hit the blue line was back here in October of 2024, and we ripped. We went from 40 cents all the way up to 30 cents. That didn't happen overnight, right? That took some time, right? We consolidated, we went sideways. Okay, sideways. Okay, very boring price action. This is where people fall asleep. Okay, again, chop, chop, chop. We haven't moved since February. We've been stuck between 120 and 150 since February. So that's what I think about XRP. I think it's at a good price here. I'd be a buyer if I wanted to own it for the long term. Candy says, can I take a look at Hype in the chat? Yes, I can. Hyperliquid, very popular crypto project here. So again, this one has the red dot. So what we do in this situation is we would want to set a stop loss. So where you could put your stop loss at, normally I use the previous low. So the previous low would be right down here at $35. I'd put a stop loss at 35, or I would sell some here at around 40. Okay, these signals, you don't have to sell your whole entire position. If you guys are in the Discord, I actually have a document that tells you how to trade these signals. So you can see all the signals that we trade here. Again, I go over this inside the trading course. But the weekly alert, when you get the weekly alert, what do? We sell or reduce our position by 25 to 100%. So I can't tell you how much to sell, right? I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just here to present information and present to you guys a strategy that I think works very well. So whether you want to sell 25 to 100% of your position, that's up to you. But this is a profit-taking signal. So I would always set a stop loss at the previous low, which is like right down there at 34. You could even move it up to like 36 if you want. But I put it somewhere around 35, or I would trim some. Because again, if you got in off our signal, you were buying this down here at $23. Right, if you're using our strategy, you're buying on the green dot. These green dots came down here at $23. So 23 all the way up here to, I mean, it hit 45. That's a 100% move. You doubled your money. So if you put in 10,000 down here, you made 10,000. Now you have 20,000. What can you do when you're up 100%? You could sell half of your position, 50% of your position, right? And then you take your initial investment out, and now guess what? You're playing with profits. So again, it does have a red dot. So again, that is a potential topping signal. So I would definitely use a stop loss probably at around $34 or $35 on Hype right now. Here's one from the Discord from Bing Bong. What a name. RZLV. This is Resolve AI. Okay, I like this one still above 2. Again, this is a penny stock. They don't have very much, they don't make a lot of money yet. But if you want to get in on a new company, again, it got all these green dots down here above 2. So again, it has a red dot. So what do we do on the red dot? We set a stop loss at the previous low. What is the previous low? That's the lowest point, the recent low, the most recent low, okay, which was right here at 205. So we would use that as a stop loss right there at $2. If it breaks $2, we could assume that it's probably going to come down here back to like $1. But above $2, I would say this one still does look pretty strong. RR, I hate this stock, what they did. I just don't like it. It got the green dot right here back at $2. So again, same kind of story here, up above 185. Okay, this one looks okay. Again, I bought this one right here at 3. I think I got out for a break-even trade. They announced a partnership with Microsoft here. I thought this thing was just going to go to the absolute moon because we were underneath it, right? We entered on this signal right here in January around 3. I think I got in at like 320. It popped up to 5 because they're like, hey, we partnered with Microsoft. They're going to use our robots. And then they come out the next day, or Microsoft comes out the next day and was like, nope, we're not actually partnering. And then it just puked. So that was a heartbreaker for me. I really thought I was underneath a parabolic move there, which I've been under a few of those, and those are really fun to write up. But that was very disappointing to to see that happen. Again, I had a stop loss right there at $3, so I got stopped out there. But the previous low right here is 187. It is getting up over those EMAs, so I just want to make sure it holds those previous lows. I put a stop loss at 180 on RR there. What else we got from the chat here? I see one for Rob for Telcoin, TEL. Yeah, if you guys got chart requests, you guys can put those in the chat here too. I'm taking them over here from the Discord and also from the live chat here. TEL. I mean, this thing just looks like this is Telcoin. So it has the green dots. So again, that one, we would be buying this one. Again, if we're bullish on this coin, we want to buy when this wave is down here giving green dots. You had one right here at 0.0023. It's sitting at 0.0021. Again, we want to get within like 10 to 20% of the lows. So I like this one as long as the dot remains green. I'd be a buyer. I was spending too much time on charts. Love this strategy. That's why I got the indicator good, man. Yeah, you don't have to be a day trader. You don't have to stare at your screen all day long. Yeah, I mean, you could check your charts once or twice a day. Okay, I check my charts once or twice a day most of the time. You know, it's not something we have to be plugged into all day long. Okay, because again, these moves come in waves, right? These take 1 to 6 months to play out. We don't even think about selling until we see that red dot, or we get a red dot here on the daily. Okay. Unless we see a red dot or a sell signal that we talk about in the trading course, we're not worried. Apple's up here. Apple, oh, they got earnings. They got earnings here after the bell. They got earnings here right now. So Apple's reporting earnings here after the bell. They had a signal right there at around 240, 250. It's set up there at 260. So again, we'd be watching these lows of 242. Again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. It does have earnings here, it looks like, after the bell. What else we got? Alan's been excited since March. Good man. KTOS here from the chat. This is coming down. So again, we'd be waiting for the signal on this one. Again, you got your sell signal back here in February, right up there around 120. It's sitting down 50% off that signal. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for the signal here. We're waiting for the green dot there on KTOS. I like the pullback. I would love to buy this one down there at 43 bucks. I see one for HD. That's Home Depot. Home Depot's got a red dot here on the weekly. So again, the low that we're playing, just because we got a red dot doesn't mean we have to rush out down here. We just set a stop loss at the previous low, which was right here in April. That was April 6th at 315. Okay, you can see how it's bouncing right on the Fibonacci there. So I would actually take this trade here. I like Home Depot. Again, if I was wanting to own it for the long term, and use a stop loss right there at 315. 315 is the low right there from April. What else we got? I see one for Team, T-E-A-M. Oh, Team's up after hours. Looks like they reported earnings, so they beat their earnings. They're gapping up, so that actually looks good. They gapped up here on their earnings. Again, you got the signal back here at around 65. It's sitting at 80. So yeah, we like this one here above this $55 level. You could even move your stop loss up a little bit to like 60, like 63 or 64. That's the low from right there. This thing's sitting up here at 80 here after hours. You can see that blue. Okay, that's just because they gapped up off their earnings, so it looks like they beat. I see one for Fubu. Fubu over here from the Discord. Fubu is one I got stopped out on. They had this stupid stock split. Those stock splits, they really make me mad, dude. I wish those were illegal, but this one has the MACD crossover. It also has the green dot. I mean, if you want to own this one for the long term, I'm stopped out, but it doesn't look like a bad place to re-enter this one. Our target would be up here between 45 and 50. It's sitting at 12 right now. I like this one with a stop loss right here at like 1050. Up above 1050, it looks pretty good. Okay, but I got smoked on that stock split that they had. INFQ. INFQ is still green here on the weekly. This one's pretty new. Coming down pretty hard here. I don't have a lot of data on my chart here. I only got that signal that came right there at $9 before it popped up to 22. So I'd probably be on the daily trade in this one. I'd look for the green dot on the daily if I wanted to enter INFQ. And if you guys could just keep it to 2 per person over here, just so I can be respectful to everybody's time here. We got Best Buy. Best Buy's coming up off the bottom. I still don't know how these guys even make money, but the dot is red, so you want to use a stop loss at 58. I'd have a stop loss at 58 on this. It looks like it's closing the week here pretty good, though, up here at 60. So if that gets a green day tomorrow, you should see that one pop back up. I'm not sure about the fundamentals of Best Buy. I honestly don't know how they still make money with everybody buying stuff on Amazon now, but I like it as long as it holds on to like 58. I see one here from the chat from Dieter. What's going on, brother? We got HIMS. HIMS is still holding on to its trend. So what I like about HIMS is we're still above our orange line. Again, if you guys are familiar with our strategy, with our indicators, we use the 9 EMA on a weekly chart. That's the average price over 9 weeks. So normally when we're trending down below that orange line, we're stuck in a downtrend, right? As soon as we break up over that line, okay, that's when the uptrend starts. So you can see we're still holding on to it. The dot is still green, so we're still very bullish on HIMS. This is still one of my favorite stocks. If you guys take the course, you guys will learn that our target's always up here in the red zone. So right now our target's between 53 and 65. So again, when you see this separation here off these EMAs, okay, we don't want to buy off the averages. Remember, we want to wait for a pullback, and you got a pullback this week into the averages. So this one's actually bouncing right there at 25.50. Again, we still got a target of up here between $60 and $65 on HIMS. I still really like that name. XCN here from the Discord. XCN had a big move up. There was a lot of people really jacked up about that when it moved up there to about 0.009. Again, the dot is still green, so nothing really changes with this one as long as it holds on to 0.004. Again, I want it to go parabolic just like everybody else, but right now I just have this staked, and I'm earning 27% APY right now on their website. So even if it goes sideways, I'm still earning 27% on my money as it goes sideways. This thing can go sideways forever, and I really wouldn't care. But I would like to see that one explode again. It's got the green dot here. It went all the way up to 9 cents and pulled back. So I'd actually buy this one here if I wasn't in it already. I already have a really heavy position in this, but if I wasn't in it already, I would be buying this one here if I wanted to own it. So I'd either be a holder or a buyer here. I am holding that one. TTDU or TTDU. That is, that's TTD. So don't request the leverage ETFs. Just request the actual tickers. I mean, this stock has just been wiped out. I mean, this thing has gone from $145 all the way down here to $23. That's a nasty dip. What I'm watching on TTD is for a green week, or a green monthly. So we trade the monthly and the weekly here. These monthly dots are going to be the most accurate because they have the most data. So again, the last time we got a green dot down here was back here in February. That came at $41. Again, it went all the way up to $150. And this thing's gone from $150 all the way down here to $19. That's about an 85% drop. Okay, so what I look for on TTD is the monthly, or for this to get up over these EMAs. I'd like to see it break out. If it can get over 27, I think that's when the run's going to start back to the upside. So we haven't broken out yet, but it is showing signs that it wants to. I would wait for the confirmation either on the monthly or getting up over these EMAs on the daily or the 9 on the weekly. Okay, we want to see it break out over that orange line. Okay, we're getting rejected, getting rejected, getting rejected. Again, when we're down below the orange line, we're stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, we want to see it break out. Okay, we want to see the breakout. What else we got? SMCI here from the chat. SMCI is still green as well, so we're still holding on to that one. I still like that one a lot here. Okay, that had a pretty nice move today, up 4%. Huge company. Again, we're right into the EMAs right now on the daily. This one looks very strong above 24. As long as 24 holds, I like it. As long as the dot remains green, we are bullish on the asset. Jeff says revenue. Apple's revenue beat. Apple to increase its dividend to 4%. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. Stock's pretty flat though. Looks like they're not really moving here off that news, but that's pretty crazy. I wouldn't buy Apple up here, right? We want to buy right into the 4-year average, as close to the 4-year average as possible. Can we buy into the 1-year average? The white line's the 1-year average. Yes, we can. You should have been buying right there at 246 off that signal. But realistically, our last buy signal for Apple was down here. Okay, that was April 21st. That came around 189. Okay, that was April 21st of last year. Okay, so that thing had a really nice move. I wouldn't buy it up here. If you guys want to own it for the long term, I mean, I still think it's trading at too much of a premium. I want to buy it closer to like 210. Okay, and I think the monthly's still red too. So, yeah, I'd be using caution on Apple. Again, I think we're very extended here in the markets. I don't think we're buying a lot of these stocks at good prices. But if you look at something like Ethereum, right, we're down below the average right now. That 4-year average, if you think Ethereum's going to be around forever, I mean, you're getting it at a discount right now. How do we know we're getting it at a discount? Well, we look at our blue line and we can measure the price, right? We're getting it at a 13% discount right now. Okay, we got it at a 30% discount down here at 1,700. Well, if you look at Apple, if you compare it to the 4-year moving average, okay, and the 200 EMA is a very important moving average. A lot of them use it. So you're buying Apple at a 23% premium right now. So that's like going to the grocery store and buying your groceries at a 23% premium. Okay, same thing goes for like Intel right now. I told you guys I opened a short on Intel, okay, and it went up a little bit. Again, this is a long-term short, okay. It's 60% off the 4-year average. What does that tell you? You're buying it at a 60% premium. We don't do that as investors. You wouldn't go to the gas station and buy your gas if it was up 60% today and it was going to go back down tomorrow. So we're not going to do that with the assets that we're investing in, right, to make money on. Wow, there is a lot of requests coming in the chat here today. What's up with the Spartan Army, baby? Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. Again, just a reminder, guys, I'm not going to be live tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday. My wife and I are in the process of moving, so we're going to check out our new house next week. So I will not be live Monday, Tuesday, or Friday. I will be traveling, so I'll be out of the office. So just a little heads up for you guys. Jeff requested Aerodrome here. I still really like Aerodrome. Again, nothing to worry about as long as the dot remains green. We're up over our EMAs, right? We're just kind of chop, 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 chop. Looking for that explosive move. My target for Aerodrome is still 140. Okay, I still like it as long as the dot holds green there, Jeff. Hope you're doing well, brother. You could set alerts on the dots as well. Yes, you can. Yeah, we actually call out all the alerts over here in the Discord. Under these sections here, we have trade alerts. So you guys get all those in real time. You can also set them up for yourself. Guess what? I have a video in the Discord in my free trading course that shows you how to do that. So you actually get alerted when you see a signal pop up. Okay, and we actually call those out here in the Discord as well. You guys get those in real time right when they happen. Here's one for TTDRR we covered. Mara, what did Mara do this week? Mara, nice move. You see how that bounced right on the 9 EMA, right on that orange line? It came down, it tapped it, and went right back up. That's a beautiful move right there. Okay, got the green dot back here at $7. Again, we want to buy when the blue wave is down here below the white line. That is our entry. And then we just buy and we just hold. Okay, it's been, what, 2 months since that signal, and it's already up 80%, and that one looks like it has a lot of room to go. Beautiful bounce there on Mara. Okay, that one looks like it's heading right back there to 20. Okay, again, our selling target is always up here in the red zone. We want to sell a red dot a red dot on the daily chart in the red zone. You can see that called the top right there at 30. Back there in 2024, what did it do? It sold off from 30 all the way down here to $6. Okay, so, and again, if you get a red dot close to the red zone, you can always trim, but that thing looks like it's going up. That's a beautiful bounce. That actually gapped up today. That looks really good. You see how it broke out over the EMAs on the daily and then pulled back into it? You see that? That's what we want to see on the daily chart. We want to see it break out, because again, as long as we're down below the EMAs on the daily, okay, we're stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a stuck. When we break out, we pull back, and then we do the ripski. You guys already know what the ripski is, right? Breakout, pull back, ripski. Okay, that's what we want to see right there on the daily. Mara looks really good. Again, we'd be holding this one until either A, we get a green or a red dot here on the weekly, or we get that red dot somewhere near or around that red zone. Johnny says earnings today. We got Apple, Eli Lilly, MasterCard, MO, Bristol Myers, CAT, MRK, COP, LHX, and PH. Let me know if you guys see any big moves on those earnings today in the chat. We'll take a look at the chart. Apple had earnings. Yep, they beat. Jeff says they beat, but their stock is pretty muted. Looks like they're increasing their dividend to 4%. Stocks, see how Apple's up here in the red zone? See, we just don't buy up here. We don't buy in the red zone. We want to buy a pullback. So our pullback came like right here. Okay, that was last year in April, 170. Ideally, we want to buy in the bottom golden zone down here. We don't want to buy up here in the red zone because, again, the moves already happened. Now we're just chop, chop, chop. So, again, we want to capitalize on dramatic pullbacks on these assets. We want to buy when it's either A, at a fair price. Fair price is always into the 4-year average or below it. What else we got? Mara, mRNA. mRNA, so that one got our sell signal right there at 60. It pulled back to 40. Again, red dot in the red zone, we take our profits. So we're looking to buy this one down here, right? If you're using our strategy, you would have bought this one in April of 2025 at $25. It went up over 100%. Now it's pulling back, so we'd either be A, waiting on another green dot, or I'd honestly be selling. I would have sold this one right here. I would have sold this one right here on Moderna. That one, that came right there at $56. Okay, that looks like it's going to retrace now. So you need to either wait for a green dot on the weekly or a green dot on the daily if you want to try to get that one. But that one looks like the trend is ending there. I definitely have a stop loss set at like 44 on Moderna there. I see one from Microsoft in the chat. So Microsoft is actually right back to where we got the green dot at. Actually, no, it's not. I'm sorry. We got the green dot right here in April at 370. So you're still up on your position if you bought Microsoft. I still really like this one above like 380, 390. Okay, 390 is where the 4-year sits. So I like Microsoft around the 4-year. Okay, normally when it pulls back into that blue line, it's a great time to buy historically. So I still like it down here at 400. It pulled back about 4% yesterday off of its earnings. They actually beat their earnings and they pulled back a little bit. But again, I still like it. Again, as long as the dot is green, I'm a buyer. So I think this pullback on Microsoft is an opportunity. Visa's breaking out nice. Again, where we get our signal? We got our signal right here on April 6th at $300. Again, you guys can't argue with the charts. I'm just the messenger, okay? The green dot came right there at 300. It popped up here to 330. So again, we would be playing the low of 290. Okay, and you can look at the daily now. Okay, again, way up off the average like this. You want to maybe wait till it cools off and comes back down and touches the averages. So I'd be holding this one, maybe looking to buy more down here if it comes down to 310. Ultimately, you just want to see a green dot here on the daily. That one had a really big move off of its earnings there. Absolutely crushed their earnings. So I like that one. I'd move my stop loss up to 304. As long as we hold 304, I'd be looking to buy any pullback into those EMAs here on Visa. So I actually do like that one. I'm going to add that one to our green list here. I will still be dropping our watch list tomorrow. I just won't be live tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday for you guys that are tuning in here every day on YouTube. $8.87 is the low for SMR. This is a nuclear power company. Again, the dot is still green. We got the MACD crossover. It looks good here as long as it holds on to 870. Looks like it's getting up over these EMAs, so you could even move your stop loss up here to like I would say maybe $10 on the stop loss, and a target of 45 to 55. Again, I've told you guys a lot that these nuclear energy companies, they don't make a lot of money. They're very speculative plays. But people are saying nuclear energy is going to be a big thing in the future. So if you believe that, right, after this pullback from $57 down to $8, okay, you should be eating that one up. So it does have a green dot here. As long as it holds on to, I would say, that $10 level, I think it looks good. What else we got? GDDY. That's GoDaddy. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, I'd just use a stop loss at 72 on this one. Again, the dot is still green, so we are bullish. You could even move your stop loss up to $77 on GoDaddy there. I like that one over 77. I think they pay a dividend too, if I'm not mistaken. Have I ever thought about putting the background music lower? I'll just turn it off if it's too loud. How's that? Is that better? Drip. Deft, D-E-F-T. DeFi Technologies. So again, huge pullback. Again, do you know what you're buying? I don't know what this thing is. I'm guessing it's a crypto name, but I'd be using a stop loss at probably around 65 cents. Okay, we want it to hold on to those EMAs. We don't want it to puke back down. We want it to break out above that. So I'd put a stop loss on this one. I'd use this previous low right here from April at 64. 64 cents would be my stop loss here on Deft. And again, we would be buyers as long as the dot remains green. If it breaks down below 70, I think that red dot will pop. So it really needs to hold 64. That's a pretty easy trade setup if you like this name there. I'd be a buyer of that name here with a stop loss at 64. SIDU. SIDU is coming down into the yearly average. This thing's just been absolutely annihilated. This looks like a space company, if that's correct. Some kind of space company. What's SPCE doing? There's a lot of space talk right now. You guys noticing that? Like Elon Musk saying he's going to go to Mars and all this stuff. SIDU. I like this one as long as it holds 180. It's got a red dot here, so I'd probably use a stop loss at like 280. 280 on the stop loss, or 250. Put a stop loss at 250 on this one. Up above 250, I like it. Again, we're bouncing right on those EMAs, so you want to see that rebound, right? You want to see that go that way. You don't want to see it break support here and then puke back down. So I definitely put a stop loss somewhere around 250 here. What else we got here in the chat? DRIP, D-R-I-P. Haven't seen that one. That's an oil and gas bear ETF. So if you're shorting oil, right? If you're shorting oil, this would be something you could buy for sure if you're short oil. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it looks good down here at $4. I mean, it's literally never been at a lower price. I mean, this thing has gotten absolutely annihilated. So if you're short oil, yeah, you buy this one. You got to buy it, okay? Because again, we got our signal back here in March. That came at $3.80. You're still up on the position. I would make sure it holds this low right there at like 370. 370 would be my stop loss on DRIP. UUUU. That's energy. So that one got the green dot there. So again, we're playing that low right there at 1750. You got a stop loss right there. And again, you're just waiting for a sell signal. We're already up pretty close to the red zone. So personally, I wouldn't be taking this trade. But if it's going to continue and keep moving up, I would just keep creeping my stop loss up to like, I put it at 1750. Yeah, 1750 would be my stop loss on that. If it breaks 1750, we're probably going to correct here. But again, as long as the dot is green, we're bullish. If it flips to red, that's when you can sell or set your stop loss. You really don't even need a stop loss until you get that red dot on your chart. So I like that one. I'd be a holder of it. I would not be a buyer of it. IONQ. IONQ's looking good. It actually bounced pretty nicely today, and it came right back into those EMAs. So I sold a little bit of my position. I think I sold 75% of my position here at 50. It pulled back here to 40. So this one still looks strong. I'm still holding a position on this as well, up above $37. Up above 37, it looks very strong. 37 would be the stop loss there on IONQ. That's a quantum computing play right there. CRM. Salesforce is still down here getting pounded, okay? We're watching 160 on this one. Ultimately, what I'm watching for on CRM is for us to break back out over those EMAs, okay? We want to get back up either over that orange line or break out over our EMA ribbon. And again, guys, if you guys do not have these indicators that I'm talking about here, you guys can download them over here under the trading indicator tab in the Discord, Okay, it takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up. You get all the EMAs, you get the red and green dots, you get the MACD, the Fibonacci tool that we talk about, the EMAs on the weekly, everything. Your screen will look exactly like my screen when you go to this tab right here in the Discord. Do not click on any links outside of the Discord, okay? Don't accept any messages from anyone named Overkill. There's a bunch of people trying to impersonate me. I don't like to see people get scammed, so just do not click on any links outside of the Discord. Yeah, IONQ looks good. I'm still holding a position on it. I just sold... I sold a little bit of it because I was up 100%, right? I was up 100%. I bought it down here at 26. It went up to 50, took a little bit off. Okay, now it pulled back, and now it looks like it's going the other way. So target on that would be between 70 and 80, but that looks very, very strong there. Yeah, I did RR. It still looks good, right? It has a green dot, so we're still bullish on it, up above $2, I believe it was. ASST, this one looks fine above 11. This is another one I got smoked on one of these stock splits. I got to be more aware of the stock splits. I'm not very good at that. Normally when that happens, there's normally a big dump. It's just not good, especially if you're buying options to be a part of a stock split, because it messes everything up. And that at a stock split, it went the other way on me. And I'm selling my options before stock splits from now on because it just ruins the price. So I'm down pretty heavy on my ASST position. Luckily, it wasn't that big of a position, but it is breaking out here. It is looking pretty good. Okay, again, we got up over the EMAs. Once again, when we're down below the EMAs, which we have been since back here in September, okay, that's 7 months, 8 months of just down, 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 to down, to down. Now we're breaking out, okay? Now people are telling you a bear market's starting. Okay, now the bull market's starting. Completely opposite. Okay, when we break out over these EMAs, that's very bullish. So I actually do like ASST here above 11, and I'm still holding my position here as well. Okay, we're up over the 9 EMA. That's a good sign. When we're down below the orange line, we're stuck in a downtrend. When we break out, that's when the bulls are stepping in, baby. David, what's going on, brother? David, the new Spartan says Huma, H-U-M-A. Is that Humana? No, that's not. So this one's, I mean, this looks awful. This stock looks really bad. It's a penny stock. So again, I don't trade penny stocks, but if I was trading this one, I'd be buying it here and putting a stop loss at 60 cents. 60 cents is just the low right here from April. Okay, we're trying to get over those EMAs. Really, you want it to hold 54, 55. I put a stop loss there. That's a pretty big drop, though, so you just don't want to go too heavy with the position. Again, I don't normally buy charts that are going down and to the right like this, okay, because that just means they got rugged or something bad happened. Unless I know something about the company, of course, like NVO. I know this is one of the biggest drug makers in the world. They make that Ozempic drug, and they make a couple other drugs that are utilized, and they make a ton of money. Like you can see, they're making $12 billion a quarter, and they literally went from $150 all the way down here to $35. So that's one I played. But again, if you look, if you zoom out of the chart completely, it's up into the right. Right, we're going up into the right. Whereas your request here, which is HUMA, is just falling to the floor. So you would just use that 54 cents as support. Again, they don't make any money. Like they're making $467,000 a quarter, which for a stock is not much. Like I said, NVO, they make $12 billion. Every 3 months, they're making $12.5 billion, where your name here, like Huma, is only making not even $1 million. So they're very tiny. They're a penny stock. We don't really mess with the penny stocks here. I'd much rather buy something like NVO. Oracle, we already covered that. We're still bullish on that one as long as it holds on to 130. Any pullback we get, we're really just watching for a daily alert here to average down, but it's right into the EMAs where we want to see it. I think Oracle gaps up tomorrow. I think it gaps up probably back to 170. I really like it here into those EMAs there on the daily. Fig from the chat. Figma's awful, right? Just IPO'd, everyone buy it. It's IPOing 140 all the way down to 17. That's why I don't buy IPOs or new cryptocurrencies very often, okay, unless I really see something that I like. Okay, this thing's been ugly. So you're buying it at the lowest price ever. Again, I want to see it get up over the EMAs there. I want to see it break out over the downtrend, because again, as long as we're down below this orange line, we're stuck in a downtrend. Okay, we're stuck in a downtrend. Okay, their earnings look okay, but we want to see it break out over like 2150 before we were to get in on that one. Oscar from Dieter. I'm sorry, John. John said Oscar. Again, Oscar got the signal right here at $12. It's sitting up here at 19. That one's approaching the red zone. So I would be looking to sell Oscar. I'd probably sell this one before its earnings next week on Wednesday. Okay, so I would sell the next red daily dot. I probably would trim some before its earnings call because, again, if they miss their earnings, they could go down, and we are sitting pretty far off of the EMAs. So I would be looking to trim on this one once I see the red daily, or probably on Tuesday of next week if the trend keeps going up. But that was a really nice move. I mean, the bottom signal on the daily came right there in May, $11 up to 18. I mean, you're talking about a 70% move off the bottom. Okay, 68% off the bottom there. That's a great trade. Okay, so now we just be looking. You see how it broke out over the EMAs? Okay, we were down below them, down, broke out, ripped. Okay, that's what we want to see. We want to be up above these EMAs when we're buying our assets. Okay, and you can see like Oracle is up above it. It's right into it. So we literally want to buy right into it after we break out. That's a great buy for Oracle right there at 160 in my opinion. FMCC from Johnny. Freddie Mac. This one looks good. I'd put a stop loss on this one right there at 550. 550 on the stop loss. The daily dot is still green up above 550. I think this one looks good. You want to see this one. If that breaks out over $7.70, that one's going to rip. So I'd put a stop loss at 550 and let that puppy ride. SQQQ, if you're short the tech sector, this would be a good name to buy. I mean, this thing's just been getting annihilated. Lots of stock splits on it. I mean, tech stocks have just been ripping, so this thing's been going down. So when tech goes up, SQQQ goes down. But when tech's going down, like if NVIDIA's going down, Apple's going down, Microsoft's going down, SQQQ is actually going up. So this is just a good way to short the market. It broke back down below the EMAs here, so again, it's stuck in a very nasty downtrend here. We just want to see this one get back up over the EMAs before we were to take a position or see a green dot. You see you got the red dot back here at around 76, and it puked. So we'd be waiting for the green dot signal on that one there. FLYYQ. FLYYQ. That one ripped. So we don't chase names like this. I'd be selling this one. Again, we don't really mess with the penny stocks here, folks. CRM, I think we already covered CRM, did we not? We're just waiting for that one to get up over those averages. It has the green dot, so the confirmation of the breakout actually comes when we get up over the EMAs. Because again, as long as we're down below these, we're still stuck in a downtrend. So I'm watching that support level right there from April at 160 on CRM. You just want to see that one get up over 195. Breakout over those EMAs, okay? We want to see the breakout, just like we got back here. Breakout, and then just go up. Okay, as long as we're down here, we're just this thing's very choppy right now. Very choppy. I want to see that one get over 190, 195. IREN, I-R-E-N. IREN, this one's, yeah, it's too far off the 4-year. Again, our buy signal for this came down here at, came at $5. It went all the way up here to 76. So again, the dot is still green, so if you're in a position, I would put a stop loss right there at 37.50. 37.50 on the stop loss. What's the? I missed the fib. I delete my indicators sometimes on accident. Got to refresh here. IREN. So yeah, I'd put a stop loss at like 37. Target on that would be up there at 70 if I was playing it. 37.50 is your stop loss on IREN. What exchanges do you use for trading? What's the best for what? Crypto stocks. So I got all the links to everything I use over here in the Discord. So I use Coinbase. I'm sorry, over here in the trading apps. So you go to the trading apps. You guys can get my trading indicators, like I said, over here in the trading indicator tab. That'll get you my layout. But I trade crypto on Coinbase. So I use Coinbase Advanced. I think they have the best fees. I mean, every exchange is going to charge you a fee. I just have always used Coinbase. They're a publicly traded company, right? So they're a centralized exchange. I like when a company is publicly traded because that just means they have a lot of institutional backing. They're not going to pull an FTX, right? FTX was not a stock. It was not a publicly traded company, right? They have to meet certain criteria in order to be listed on the exchanges. So that's why I like them. Again, a lot of people are against centralized exchanges, but hey, I don't really see a problem with them. I actually feel safer on a centralized exchange these days more than I do on a decentralized exchange, because again, you don't know, are the decentralized exchanges really decentralized? Like, you got to ask yourself that question. So again, I have the links for everything that I use over here in the trading apps tab. Again, I trade crypto on Coinbase. You can actually trade stocks on Coinbase now too. And then I trade stocks and options, and I also trade some crypto on Robinhood. Robinhood's my favorite trading platform. And then we use TradingView. So TradingView is just this website, tradingview.com. You guys can get over there and use those links. Again, those are this is my affiliate link here for TradingView. Again, I don't care if you use it. You can go to tradingview.com if you want, but I just have everything I use listed over here in the trading apps tab. And again, I have that free course over there as well if you guys are new. And I think I lost my spot, maybe? Nope, right here. We left off right there at Iron. So what else we got in the chat here? So Iron, you need a stop loss at 37.50. What else we got? See, CRM, we covered that. SMCI, I think we covered SMCI too. Again, the dot is still green, so again, we're still bullish as long as we don't get a red dot. We got a red dot right there at 30. It puked down to 20. Now we got the green dot. Now we're bullish. I know it pulled back a little bit this week, but you know, the dot is still green, so we're still bullish on that one. If you want to set a stop loss on it, put it right there at 24. AVGO. Broadcom, so look how far off the EMA that is, right? You got to think about that. We're up here in the red zone, so I'd be using a tight stop on this at 390, or I'd even be taking profits, because again, we get the red dot in the red zone, we want to sell. So either sell or put a stop loss on this one at 390. That's how I'd play it. What else we got? GEV. That one's in the red zone as well, so I'd be taking profits on this one as well. Again, way up here. Okay, we want to buy ideally below the white line. You got a buy signal back here at 560. It's up 100%. I'd be taking profits on that as well. I got to leave it there for today, folks. I got a dentist appointment here in about 30 minutes that I got to get to. So we left off right there at Iron. So next week we will pick up with MSTR, PayPal, and Coin. That's where we'll start over here in the Discord. I'm just going to go ahead and mark my spot over here. So if you guys have requests, again, just keep getting those in over here. We're just going down the list, going down the line. I'm also answering those on YouTube as well, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Again, I will not be live tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, so again, my wife and I will be traveling. Normally when I travel, big things happen in the market, so you guys are welcome. But we'll be back live again on Wednesday, Lord willing. Thank you guys for tuning in today. We do have a 100 XRP giveaway going on over here right now, so you guys can still enter for that. We're drawing the winner on Saturday, so you guys can win 100 XRP over here in the Discord under the giveaways tab. You just come over here to the giveaways tab, click on that, and that will enter you into the giveaway. Make sure you do that this weekend. Let me know what you guys are watching down in the comments if you guys are watching the replay. Thanks for tuning into the live chat today, guys. You guys make this really fun and entertaining for me as well. I love engaging with you guys and answering you guys' questions. Hopefully you guys got some value out of this. If you did, smash that like, and we'll see you guys next week. If you guys need me, hit me up over in the Discord. God bless you guys, and we'll chat soon.